Hello Blender folks, welcome and welcome back to this Gnomes. Today we are going finally to the rigging, geometry nodes, boolean and some armature deform original melt rigging. Well, it's a mix of different approaches that is rendered possible in Blender, like this could be some sort of ultimate melt rig for a while, and what it does for cartoony characters, that is quite powerful. It allows, so there's already some rigs with geometry nodes, with others with booleans and others with armature deform and shrink wrap. I was experimenting with the universal sonic melt rig, which is a rig setup you can find, but it's very complicated. It's purely with object modifiers and armature deform. But if the character designer is simple and the rig is carefully done, then it allows the melt to go anywhere on the... It's not this, of course, this is just a revamp of a new solution that I'm going to do, and I've used then the other solutions regarding, for example, there is one, I think, that is a setup that is rendered available by Zadik, that guy from Cloud Rig, I think, Rigify add-on, right? And Cloud Rig, it was an extension, right? A feature set. But so that rigger that works for Blender Studio, he has lots of cool content, and he creates some advanced rig, and then he showed something that I was trying to visualize if it was possible, but he came up with something very intriguing. It relates to the universal sonic melt rig idea, in the sense that it would use the UVs from a plane to distribute the UVs of the melt procedurally. Well, yes, that would actually, it's a mix between the control. So you have, imagine you have the UVs of here, right? There's there's some presentation about this, but the geometry nodes that translates the 2D UVs to the shape here is quite complicated, but it's available for free, if I understood. But I didn't really understand. The principle is very interesting, of course, because from the 2D we don't need to actually care about the 3D shape so much. It would be sort of a mimicking of a shrink wrap feature that exists in the universal sonic melt rig, but from a procedural perspective of the UVs and how that would be mapped on the... So basically that will be a more organized, let's say a more procedural way, instead of depending so much on the common modifiers and the armature deform. Also, it would use occasionally some shape keys morphs, but anyways, what I'm doing here is neither of those. There is another strategy which is very simple. It's the Boolean melt, and actually that Boolean melt has been with object modifiers, has been used over and over again by many tutorials, but it had one big drawback that I haven't saw any tutorial solving. That is, the lips become some sort of lipless lips, like there's no volume, like it's just a hole, so that is horrible. Or when they show some lips, it's very crude lips, not very organic, not interesting. So my goal was all to try to do this hole, because to be fair, it's very hard to move this mesh or like the universal sonic melt rig to move the some mesh on top of another mesh that is deforming, right? So this is especially this character design makes it a little harder, even because a lot more harder, because it's not very super regular, it's not super smooth, and I don't think even it's a question of more mesh geometry, although that certainly could help. Anyways, so enough said. I will put that in practice as the solution is actually surprisingly much simpler than I would have expected, and it uses geometry nodes, and the boolean will be inside geometry nodes, and geometry nodes, we know it's an object modifier. So here we have one geometry nodes, but it's oh, this is even a wrong statement here. So lips mouth rig, yeah, mouth rig. And before I do anything regarding this, I need to position the lips. So here I'll use some content, some understanding that I've acquired by studying the universal sonic mouth rig, because it is very good documentation for all sorts of many sorts of mouth rigging. Okay, so the thing that I need to do here is that I have these mouth lips here, which I'm going to reuse. So I'm gonna use the principle, some principles of that I've learned from the universal sonic mouth rig, which is that the mouth will have these regular starting conditions. So its rest position would be something like that: slightly wide open lips, closed, nearly closed mouth, and also, yeah, so what I need to do is first to match this to the, so let's use a face project here, include non-edited. I'm gonna snap this onto the right, but also let's make sure that, yes, this is a mirror modifier, that's correct, it is clipping, it is merging at the center. Then of course there's a problem here, because I need to sort of match, so I'll ignore the drawing here. I just need to match, as in this character design, the mouth would have this sort of, the lips will have this sort of inclination. This is a bit tough to find out. It is, according to the character design, maybe it is a bit too, yeah, I need to move this down by a little. I have too many subdivisions here, so I'm gonna simplify this for a moment. So dissolve that, dissolve that, dissolve that, and I have a plan. Something is wrong about this. Oh, there's some verses didn't dissolve. Let's okay, I don't know what's going on here. Also these ones, let's dissolve these. Okay, so apparently let's make sure okay, something, this is really annoying. Let's, what is this? Oh, some face going crazy there. I got it. So okay, dissolve this, maybe merge at last, and then F here. No, what's happening here? So okay, so this doesn't want to fill for some reason. So let's just delete that. F, let's try now. Now it works. So I don't know what happened. This is just a shortcut I'm using for the normals. I've made it from here. No, no, it's the overlays here. Face orientation, so Shift Control Alt N. Here I'm going to use GG. Let's reposition these. Yeah, because these are the borders, so the corners, so I'll just leave these subdivisions there for now. GG. And let's get again the... Oh, there's more mesh here. Okay, so this is why this thing was going crazy. These things all snapped accidentally, that's why. Alt H. Okay, nothing remaining here. These faces are inverted actually. No, hold on. Alt N, recalculate outside. No, still inverted. Alt N, flip. There we go. Then just make sure merge by distance. No vertices here. Okay, so now let's do this. Where is this? Okay, I've lost it. Let's go back. Alright, it is behind. Accidentally it went behind, so just move from here. No snapping here. Let's move it front. They're too much to the front, so let's snap again. The color of those lips, this is not good, so let's change this into certainly I can do something about solidify, maybe, just so it'll be easier to visualize. Yeah, so thickness, maybe offset it from the middle. Fill thickness, and the material, right, it has some strange color there. I'm not sure what's happening. These meshes, to be fair, should start this from scratch, right? Okay, let's try again. So what's happening here? No, there are some... Alright, there are some different materials, apparently. There we go. So I have this material lipstick here, which maybe it's some old stuff, but let's use it. Certainly an old stuff. Let's also start the soundtrack here. Let's go back finally. So here, these selections are driving me mad, so let's avoid... No, it's not this. Let's avoid... Also, let's hide the hair. Armature, I don't need the armature now. The eyes, and that's it. Alright, let's re-snap this. Oh, there is this idea. I've just learned this today. So this retopo mode. Let's make a subdivision here. So it just appears in front, right? So now I can snap this. And we'll use the double side view here, so that we can try to match this appropriately. Bad idea here. Maybe I should just use the quad view. And let's use the mirror to simplify, but only this one. Okay, why it is not working? Mirror is not affected by the topology, I think. Retopology mode, yeah. Alright, so I need to find out. Okay, this is good, so now I can zoom immediately. This is what I need to do. I need to find where to locate. And this is not matching very well. Now it is, yes. So trying to maintain the lips straight, the lips aligned as best as possible. The mouth doesn't need to be, especially not in this new approach, since I'll not be so dependent on the deforms of the muzzle for shaping the lips. Yeah, this I can rotate, whatever transform I do, move, rotate, scale, it will snap. And so here this can be slightly distorted, that will be fine. And here it is okay that okay, so we have some alignment here, which is good. So the lips don't have to need any anatomic shape for this rest position, although there is this solidify, which is ridiculous, of course. The solidify I thought just for seeing what's going on, right? And here I think I don't need this retopology anymore. It will just confuse me because I don't know how that really works. So the reason why I'm offsetting this, I'm leaving it 0, because I want the lips to be growing on both directions. Because we'll need that later on, I hope. Maybe not, but so we're gonna do this for now. Actually, let's offset this. Let's do something a bit more crazy here. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. So let's make it move, it grow inwards more. Maybe this is too thick. And then in the front it just stays like that. All right. Only rim? No. I'm not sure I'm gonna maintain this solidify modifier anyways. And let's see, it doesn't seem to be even working very well. Let's because of the solidify subdivision, maybe. Yeah, let's ignore the subdivision modifier for now. I would also like to reshape this a little more. Here the mesh is going a bit crazy, so let's try to rearrange that. No, it's still going crazy, so I don't know if I can control this. This is just because of the... No, this was not going crazy. This was just because of the... Alright, but this is one approach. What I really wanted to do in this... is it locked? No, I can move it accidentally, but if I don't apply, that's okay. Let's leave it like that. What I really wanted to do is to make a system. Okay, we don't need the grease pencil anymore here, I guess. Strange look, orthographic. Alright, horrible without the eyes, right? And alright, so how does this work? Calvin Susanto, welcome. The model has whole mouth. Yes, this is gonna be welcome, Susanto. So this is I'm gonna use Boolean within geometry nodes to generate the mouth hole, but right now the challenge, so this is a mouth lips object, but I'm going to lock it. Actually, I'm going to duplicate this. I'm gonna do this for now. This is a backup. This will be actually mouth block. So this is not okay. One mouth, two mouth. So this will be something even crazier. I'm going to join this geometry. Yeah, I think it will be fill, grid fill, right? Control mesh, I don't know. Faces maybe. Grid fill didn't work. Okay, it doesn't work, never mind. So I don't know why. So let's do this. Let's check the normals. Why my normals are not being checked? No, I'm using the wrong button, of course. Here. Okay, this is correct. This is a top view, so this is I don't need the quad view anymore. So this is a block mouth, and from this I think I can shift this part, P selection. This will be mouth. No, what I'm doing? Hold on. Is this correct? No. This is incorrect. So the idea was not exactly this. I want a linked object. Okay, so this is the backup. Don't touch. This is the mouth block. And I need to, before let's make a, let's make a backup of this mouth block, because this is the important thing. Everything here is integrated. This will be back in case something goes wrong. So let's work on this one. I'll start by, let's use this. This could be the mouth hole, but Shift D P for another just backup thing. So this will be like mouth hole. This will be 3. So this I'm also not using right now. Now I can totally try to dissolve this mesh here, and here dissolve this. Okay, delete this edge. But bendy bone you use, yes, for this mount totally I will be using for the armature deform. We'll use bendy bones here. I have an armature here, but nothing is connected. Hold on, that will be as it some bone collections. This was for the old rig. No, not the arcades, the controllers. Yeah, so we have some, there don't appear here, def lips maybe. Oh no, actually this for the previous mount rig I didn't use bendy bones. I used the universal sonic mount rig, and bendy bones there are not so handy. But I've made other tests. Mount rig is one of the most complicated things I think that can exist in rigging. Even more than eyes rig or eyelids, in my opinion. Why you use the meta rig? Oh yes, the generated cloud rig and Rigify can generate bendy bones. That's right. Because that I make custom rigs, right? So there are some types of rig that cannot, especially for face, I think, that those add-ons they cannot make. So you need to make our own. Of course, if I had the model, for, I could generate a meta rig like advanced one and delete the face, right? But then it happens that my body rig also has special features that the others rig. I mean, some people are okay with using meta rigs. I like the idea, but I think it's there are just a lot of things that I have no idea how they work, and I like to know what I'm doing, especially regarding rigging. So there are many things that we can do with custom rigs that don't exist in the conventional meta rig. But the cool thing about the meta rig is that it's conventional, so it's good for, I guess, the industry, for working fast. Yes, certainly guys that develop that is all. But myself, I don't work in the industry, so I take the liberty to do some stuff differently. Maybe one day I will, but for now, so there are advantages on working on custom rig, but it takes longer. So for the, I'm not sure if that was what you were talking about, but bendy bones certainly very useful. But for mount rig they cause some trouble. Not only they are problematic in if there is a center of symmetry and mirror modifier, especially I think, they cause some strange symmetrization problem. And also for mount rig on cartoon characters, they tend to be too smooth, and then we lose the possibility to make certain more sharp edge shapes of the mouth. So this was my experience, but I love bendy bones. armature bone combine. How armature bone combine meta rig? Oh yes, yes. So I think what you mean here is that it is possible to create a meta rig and then combine it, generate rig, right, and then combine it with other stuff, right, custom rigs. But for that, the meta rig, it comes already with a lot of specifics that I don't know nothing about, so it like scares me to hell. So that's why I prefer to do it on my own. I tried to study the Rigify a little, but it wasn't enough. I would need to like plunge inside, deep dive into this for maybe a month or just 1 week, but only do Rigify, and then I would feel comfortable. My ideal plan one day was to have to learn not everything about Rigify, but just enough to try to make customizations inside Rigify. That would be like my one of a dream strategy, workflow strategy. But it takes time, so meanwhile I ended up developing my own stuff. So, but one day I intend to go back to these Rigify studies and see if I can finally understand it enough for customizations. And then I would sort of build my own custom rig along with Rigify, like that would be crazy. Okay, so here let's do the no, not bones yet. Yeah, I have to organize this. Hold on, sorry. Hide how this thing is on the way. All right, here we go. Armature, let's hide the armature. And here, okay, the solidify is going crazy. Why it solidifies but don't? Oh, because of course this is a different mesh. I've just turned them. What is this? This is just this edge ring here, so it's not even a face. So there's nothing to really solidify in terms of faces. I need to turn this thing into okay, let's do this again. Now that's fine. Strange, this material that is going like that. Oh, it's just the lipstick, they are like that. Yeah. All right, and from this, now the interesting point. I will get a linked object here. Yes, it's very narrow, but I hope this will work. Alt D, and that will be the other mouth hole. So mouth block hole, this will be 4. So this I will scale, actually on position. Let's center the geometry here. (3D cursor). Yes, they are losing some Yeah, some degrees there, but I think that will be okay. Then yeah, this is in front of the information there. Scale, this won't be enough, so let's scale along the local or normal. Local maybe. No, this is complicated. Yeah, nothing of this scaling works here. Maybe I need to scale inside, but then I will be changing the both meshes. No, I need to scale from the object itself. I need to find a way to do that. Let's change this material here. No, this is the wrong object. It's melt. Melt block. Can I delete here? If I delete, this one also gets deleted. Alright, so I cannot, because they are linked. I'm not familiar with the scale. Can be differentiated, but not the materials. Alright. If I create, it also creates. Alright, so then I can, but here I can change, but it's not necessary, it won't do nothing here. It's not ready, but it was on the way. Okay, maybe I can try this, right? SX, maybe we try. It doesn't need to be totally perfect, unfortunately. Oh yes, this is a good idea. Okay, I scale down and then I start to scale positively on the X. Yes, I can do this because the solidify modifier will do the rest. But then I start to have problems here with this. So let's scale here down. No, this is not working. Not good. Oh, I can scale on the y-axis. All right, that too, that helps. Aha. All right. Oops, no, bad. I need to be looking at all directions. It's very bizarre. All right. Then let's see the solidify here. If I keep growing this, yeah, it's only affect this one, so this is perfect. All right, this is what we want. Although I can probably reduce this. All right. I think that so the idea here is that I just have to wave paint. If this works, I just have to wave paint one of the objects. So now I can probably Let's turn this into wire visibility. We'll leave these ones yeah, I don't know, these ones we ignored, so just want these ones. These geometry nodes, it's old, I will see what to do with them. Let's bring this one to be, yes, I didn't finish the steps here. This object, where's the object data here? Viewport wire, good. Bounce, no, this is bad, wire. Is there anything of interest in here? No, it's all not good. Solid, no. Texture, no. Yeah, it's just wire that is good. I'd prefer something else, but alright, and bounce, no need that. So that's just it. And then add a boolean from here. Yeah, so here I have a little question. If this shouldn't be done from the geometry nodes, right? But for now, let's try here. Oh yeah, let's totally go geometry nodes here. So subdivision, yeah, I'm not sure about the subdivisions right now, but if the case it is done, it should be just 1 and 1, right? And it goes before the solidify, yes. Alright, so let's leave this subdivision on, and I can totally manipulate each of them because I just need to snap this, right? Home, no. Okay, move. Just making sure these things are snapped. All right. No, this is not working. I don't know why this is, maybe it's lacking subdivisions. This is strange because I had this solidify, so why doesn't... Okay, it needs a bit more, alright, that's fine. Okay, then, what are the... No, the origins are there, so that's correct. Nothing problem with the origins of these objects. There we go, we're in the right place. Home and point. We fix the zoom by clicking home, pressing home. So here, yeah, so there's this sharpness on the muzzle in the center. This is bad, but no problem. Let's go for this geometry nodes at once. So I think nothing is happening here, so I need to get to the geometry nodes here. All right, so this will be for the 2 mount block. Yes, it will suffer. It has this geometry node here. that has nothing, so we're gonna add something here. I'm gonna call ellipse generation, and we're gonna add ellipse generation here that has got nothing. Alright, so alright, let's add. Okay, so ellipse generation, there we go. No, this is okay, strange thing. Anyways, here I need to start by boolean. So this is no, I think this is not that. Boolean mesh boolean. All right, mesh boolean. So mesh one is this one. Then I have another piece of geometry which is set by what was the object? Object info. I think I'm not sure if that transform location. No, geometry here. Maybe it's that. So target this tree mouth block hole, not black hole, block hole. And here we're gonna do a exact, and if I hide the body, I have to hide the eyes and the hair. Yeah, let's simplify this. So you have some cuts that are not totally working for some very strange reasons. Self-intersect, no. Maybe I'm not using the right system. Relative. Okay, this is the right one. Self-intersection, hold tolerant, I don't know about that. Float. What is the default here? Well, let's leave this. It seems to be working. Alright. So this is the ellipse, but this is not enough. Reset scale, where is that object? Strange. What happened to its scale? I need this hole to also carve the body. That should be simple. Okay, let's save here. But right now, maybe I did something weird about this. Right, reset. Well, let's. Oh, there's some weird relocations, right? Apply locations. Yeah, so these transforms are pretty strange how it does this motion backwards. Ah, I see, it's because I've totally displaced it, right? Yeah, so sadly it's not easy to get this thing right. Yeah, I see, it's because of this different scalings. So let's just apply scale here. This sort of creates some bad... No, this is sort of right, but let's try to rearrange this a little better. Yeah, this will render it crazy. Yeah, some cuts there behind are very dangerous. Oh, I can also try to rotate, why not? It is not forbidden. Aha! Alright, then apply all transforms. There we go. Alright, then if I do anything here... Wait, the other object is no more linked because I've applied transforms. I didn't know that. This is not what I have learned about this linked stuff. So if I've ruined my... I shouldn't have applied then. Yeah, I think it was broken. Need to check if that is true. So if that is true, when I shouldn't even need to do anything like that. If I just change this mesh, it will have to change it there, right? So it didn't, so that means that object was ruined. Yeah, let's redo. Actually, let's do the following. Copy this because it's not linked. Have to delete. Shift D. No, not Shift D. Alt D. Alright, then copy here. Okay, this time I want apply scale here. View. No, view is dangerous. Just local then. As scale Y. No, not working. scale only on the x-axis, scale on the z-axis, rotate on the x-axis, scale down everything. And of course, if I change here, you see everything changes. So this is a linked object. And well, the only problem here actually is this side, the sides. Rotate X. Move a little up. Yeah, let's cheat. Always possible here. Okay, then the rest will decide by the solidify, right? Same as before. Okay, I'm going to save this version and I'm going to change this into again a wire. Let's make this invisible. Target here. And if I'm doing correctly, once I move this, everything becomes affected, right? Oh, but there's a problem. Oh, actually I did it wrong. Let's see. Yeah, this is working. There's still a problem on the corners that I'm not sure that they will work. All right. So now let's cut the actually let's join group object info, so that will be target the body, Aisha body. For some reason I wasn't able to select it. Join geometry. So this is all procedural. I cannot so you see that when I select the ellipse, it selects the whole mesh. It still happens that, so this might be something I'm unsure about. I'm missing something. Of course I need to, maybe this is not the place to do this yet. Yeah, let's not join here. Let's not do this yet. Yeah, we can leave this here for now. So now this is separatable. I could parent this one into here. parent object, so it moves together. It is here. I have so little space here to work. Okay, let's get the body. And here I have some geometry nodes as well, which names is melt rig. There is nothing here. Oh yeah, so maybe this ellipse generation. No, I don't have the original ones. Okay, maybe I'll have to, or maybe it is one of those remaining things. No, it would appear here. So definitely nothing. Yeah, those are just copies. So this should happen. Okay, so this could be melt rig, but the other is ellipse generation. Okay. New melt rig. Oh, here we go. I just needed to add apparently. So this is the old, so object info relative. Okay, I can check everything as instance. What is this? Oh, it was using a no, this is not required, I think. In this case I used materials, but this is not important. Set material. This is not working anymore. Mesh, nothing of those ones. Okay, after this then we just go some join geometry, then object info, some melt ellipse, join geometry. Okay, so very straightforward. I'm going to, I could play with those things, but for now, so let's just make a double of this and call this mouth setup. No, mouth setup, right? And here let's delete all this stuff. We're gonna, I don't need that. I think my blender is gonna crash. No, it didn't crash. Okay, so I need to target, so let's pick this one. So this geometry here is the body, Aisha body, then it will get the geometry of this. Looks like it wants to crash. this boolean something. Okay, let's save here and try to fix this at once. So we need a mouth hole, 2 block. No, it's 3 block. No, 3 mouth hole, mouth block hole. Yeah, all those strange names. So let's, yeah, this is super laggy. I don't know what's, delete this thing. Let's see here. Does that work? No, that doesn't seem to be working. Something crazy going on. Maybe the dependency cycle. What is this? Never happened to me. Can't accept object because it's not evaluated. This happens when there's a, oh, I see. So that's what's causing the lag. So maybe this boolean thing, apparently I cannot use it twice, so let's simplify this. Clear parent. Let's no, why do you have this geometry? Oh, there you go. This stuff were having double, they were intersecting with themselves crazily. Because because it was a duplicate, it copied the modifier, right, of the other. I get that should be it. All right, so I think now it is relative. Now it seems to be working, but the cuts are something is weird about the geometry right inside. I think the parent is not a problem. Floating, self-intersect, hold tolerant, exact. Oh, exact seems to no, there's still some crazy mesh inside. Let's look from the interior. Okay, so there we go. So there is, of course I need to join geometry, right? Here and Shift D here, join with the I see the back of the loop. So this thing here, this has no geometry. Yeah, it is. Let's try. Let's move this. No. Okay, let's move this far beyond and see if that. Yeah, so this is being this is not cutting. It creates this interior which I don't want. So what I'm doing wrong here? So there's no. Okay, this needs to solidify. We could try to simplify this mesh for now. Now it seems to require the I think I've lost something here. It's lagging again. Is this possible that they're lagging again? Okay, let's delete any armature modifier here. Maybe this is interfering. This is not for now anyways. I don't need that. Okay, take this off, take this off. Oh, of course, I'm doing it wrong. This has nothing to do here. I forgot. This is what was here. All right, there we go. But they're still okay. Same problem. Just have more clarity here. Okay, geometry relative as instance. No, don't need that. So I can move the mount there, but it seems to be very laggy. Is because of this parent. No, this one is very laggy. Could it be because of this? No. It has an armature. Let's delete that. Still very laggy. Completely laggy. It's cutting through. Okay, let's take off this from the ellipse, right? The ellipse generation, a point, no, where's, come on, yes, so let's delete this cut here, and let's just ignore everything from here. Yes, we're gonna delete this one. Okay, deleted. This procedural thing seems to be very slow for some reason. Would it be its modifiers? No. So it's something about this, maybe float. Yeah, this improves this by a lot, right? So what I think that might be possible to do is that I could be able to first join the geometries here, Alt, join geometry with the, not this one, but the 2 melt block. Alright, so it's not exactly doing what I expected, but in principle this, yeah, when I select this it is different, but when I select here, well, maybe it needs some special parenting. It seems to be part here. Yeah, it is part. If I hide it, yeah, it, but it doesn't have anything related. But okay, so it seems to be working partial, the joining, and then I get here for the mesh boolean. So the first geometry here would be cut just once by this melt hole. So if I hide okay, no, it doesn't seem to be corresponding. Lagging. Something seems to change here, but I'm not sure. This is very strange. Oh, interesting. But this is not what I wanted. Still, there are many this exact is responsible for a lot of lag. And when I turn this on, it shows that it is not cutting both the joint geometries, so very frustrating. But it was sort of working when I cut this from a different geometry node. So maybe I should do this one by geometry nodes. This one will be just a boolean here to simplify. Or maybe I should join them. No, that won't work. I mean, join the whole with this, not sure. So instead, let's get this one to have this generate boolean from object modifier, cut here, intersect, and fast. Oh, I see. My method is no difference. Well, there is some space. It's not being very accurate, and it creates that problem. So maybe part of this might be because of the linked stuff that I'm trying to do. It's a pretty bad way of doing stuff. Double boolean, then this is failing. So yeah, let's make a new file here. So this is frustrating. I thought I had some expectations of Blender finally crashed after all. So essentially I was trying to cheat to make something more procedurally, but it didn't work because probably of those linked stuff that go around themselves, right? So instead of having this stuff like that, let's make I'm gonna save here, and also let's come here to the layout. I'm going to simplify here. Let's save as 9. Why this soundtrack is here? All right. So I start out, okay, no leg here, mouth, lips. So these mouth lips are already have, I thought I have hidden this, okay. Ah, there's overly working geometry nodes here. Alright, so these mouth lips, they already have their own hole. So I'm gonna pick this now. I think I already have this mesh. Mouth block, yeah, so this will be the old one. Or I could use the mouth block to make a difference here. Let's see. A boolean and another boolean. No, this will be more of the same problem that I was having. So delete that. Mouth block backup, I don't need that, so let's simplify again. Here would be definitively the why do I have so much trouble here? Let's put the camera here to see. Alright, let's... Now I don't have problem with the material, so where is the mouth hole? Here, let's call it 2, and let's bring it to delete this material. Let's also give it a now let's leave this on. We don't want the subdivisions. Geometry nodes, maybe. Now let's try to remember here. What object is... Oh, this one, I don't know, this is junk, and this is some teeth that I may reutilize later, so not for now. I hate to tell, this is very confusing after all those things that failed. Okay, so why is this not solidify? All right, we can augment the thickness there. That's enough for me. Then just let's leave this to do a boolean simple stuff here. If it doesn't work from here, and in principle just hire here, and this should be this thing, viewport display wire. All right, and it is not cutting through. But now at least what I can do is okay, the camera here would help. Geometry nodes, then instead let's pick first not join but hold out here, cut. Melt hole. Can hide this one. It is not cutting, I cannot see through, so something no, it is not enable, of course. Yeah, there we go. But then it is creating this problem which I don't remember this, suffering from this, so I'm doing something wrong. Intersect, no, it's not intersect, it's indeed it has difference. Maybe I need to I don't know what those things do. Maybe it's the inverse. No. Okay, so I'm having that stuff. It's not terrible, but it is seriously is not what I want. The box, as it cuts through, it creates this. Maybe I need to set a material here. I should look at the backup file maybe. Let's try. It's not melt setup. This is the original one, right? So disable that. Let's see. There's something about material index, set material index from geometry, and that will cut, and that will go straight to join geometry and melt lips. First cut, then join. Exact difference. All right. Material index. Okay, just click here. Index. No, this is not the set material index. as instance, then usually skin. Yeah, this I'll have to figure it out, but it doesn't seem to be working. Oh, also there's need to go on the exact. Nothing. And leg as hell. Lipstick. Oh, okay, this creates, at least it generates this stuff. But that is not very is it possible that if I just edited that object and maybe, I don't know, Shift D, apply that thing, it's not selectable. Okay, let's say I pick this. No. Okay, so still problems. Let's try. I don't remember this particular problem, so let's try to destroy these faces. Right, so this seems to create the, to make it better. It's not still a big problem. I could create the melt interior with this thing. Interesting idea. Seriously, I haven't thought about this, but since we are here, Yeah, I didn't really want to do anything like that. But oh well, it is, if it is working, if it creates this ellipse material from this boolean, and I can hide it. Of course, there is more problems related to I need to join now with the ellipse, which would be here. This is a bit crazy, but that already checked, it works to some extent with armature deform. So let's join here. Don't need, not sure if that will make the mesh gets a bit crazy, but oh, looks like we have double meshes now for some reason. Oh yes, there's a, it's this solidify, which is just okay. It has the boolean, which seems useless since this is not required because it's already a hole. And it doesn't need geometry nodes. Solidify, it doesn't need, if it ever needed solidify. Yeah, so this is the solidify, which is doubling. So this could be done procedurally. Delete, same as subdivision, so I'm sort of, and mirror probably as well, but for now so even if I hide, it is still there because it is joined. Let's do some it's hard to see what's going on here. Maybe this is not normal. No, I see. Yeah, we can see through. If the hole was a bit bigger, it would be simpler. Okay, then can we, is there some, alright, then let's get the, is there solidifying? No. Well, there's extrude, but this is not really what I want, so let's just check here. material index now I'm having problem with deciding where this comes from. I had this in the other setup, right? I just forgot how that works. Oh yes, equal, then it has this integer equal. This is just for fun here. I just want to see this again. Maybe I have some insight from it. No, this is not this. It's some math thing, I guess. Not here. Equal, no. Yeah. Let's go again. Okay, let's copy those things. I hate they don't show the proper name. Sometimes this occur with... I cannot copy for some weird reason. Here, alright. Extrude faces, yes. Nothing is working. Doesn't seem to be working. Oh, this mesh has many faces, many. Four, I guess. Right? Nothing happens. It shouldn't need anything else than that. Material index. B, okay, equal. This seems to be, oh yeah, this seems to be the right. Okay, it is extruding in some, there we go. Very chaotically. Oh yes, because they are everywhere. So indeed, yeah. So this will be super complicated to do anything with this for the kind of organic lips that I want. So I just want to. Okay, so do I need some solidify then? Or should I actually need to manually work on this? Yes, so I'm gonna save here and let's start to make these subdivisions. Why so many? Because I need to secure those subdivisions for shape keys, and I'm gonna shape now these lips with what I call anatomic shape keys. This will occur from a basis, actually from here. I'm not sure this will work totally with this method here, but we are going to try. GG, there's nothing to go back to, so here I can scale this this is a shape key, an atomic shape key. This is not for correction, it's not corrective, it's actually going to stick to the forever with this so this I'm trying to, I'm not sure if this one particularly, I don't know if the shape keys they will affect after the modifications of the geometry node. Here let's move this let's move this outwards. So instead of creating solidify, I'm going to work so there's all a way to do this with the anatomy for this character. So here I'm really can go wild here. This is not, this is just a shape key, so very effective for, and you have to make these intersections here. And of course the real thing then will come when we integrate this with the armature deforms. And yeah, this could be better with sculpt mode or whatever. Okay, let's say that this, it's terrible. It can be much more adequate, of course. It could even have subdivision modifier. Yeah, maybe it needs. I could use reference from other leaps that I've made. So this, yeah, so there's a lot of things to be that I'll have to investigate. I thought that would be simpler, folks, but actually I'm struggling with the very basics here of. It appeared to me that last time that I attempted this, it worked very well, but I had the armature, so this is the point. So maybe I need that to be back. And these intersections are normal in this case, so they don't matter. And yeah, technically we can hide this. We see that for some reason the join mesh geometry is following. I don't understand why, but there are some problems there. It is not following this one though. Maybe I should join these two. That would be strange, or just parent. Let's see what happened when I... they stay in place. Okay. So maybe I should just... yeah, there's a problem here. I need the rig to start doing this. Yeah, like at least an armature, and of course eventually the armature modifier. So this armature here, I guess I'm getting tired. This armature here is old, and the big challenge here would be to get it back to work. And so the big problem actually is very simple. I just want to make sure that the as the mesh is joined here, you see, as the deform goes, and even on the rest position, this intersection here needs to be smooth. So this is the only thing that matters. All the rest is like feasible, and I've already solved. So it was just this limit, this frontier, and you see it sort of works already. We don't see the deforms naturally, but this is okay. If I can keep deform, so I need to find a way to blur out these edges here. This would be like the so I can lock this, for example. So currently we could say that if the lips were just a little better, but if they, you see it helps that the style is not super complicated, realistic, and so this edge is not a big issue. Maybe some sort of skin effect that needs to come from indeed this object and not the skin here. Some sort of shading blur between the, I'm not even sure this is, yeah, it should be feasible. For example, maybe with a texture image, like if I have these faces here, maybe even another subdivision, if I get them in a different material. Let's try, for example, I never tried this, but let's say we use this one. I assign this mesh here. It seems to be causing some strange glitches there for some, maybe this is because of the something regarding the boolean, it made it worse, so this is not good. Maybe if I had another, it's locked, alright. Try this one. I need to be looking at yeah, it keeps happening. Maybe there's something wrong about the boolean here, the geometry nodes here. Like, this is just a reference. Let's go here. Index, maybe I've changed the index. No, I'm not using index anymore, so no. So this seems to cause some problem because of the that I cannot explain. Yeah, like it's crazy, right? So let's just load here. Yeah, so you see this is it's not seamless, it's strange, but that sort of would work. Another idea is to now that will be bad, right? It is already joined, but maybe if I get some sort of shrink wrap, I think this is bad, but I never tried to combine here. Okay, let's select this. Wave paint, no. Then let's say I do some expansion here. This will be sort of stupid. Let's do this and reduce and get it 100. Then yeah, this is the vertex group, right? I'm going to I don't know what happened here. Oh, it was just on that mode, alright. So I need here to this mesh seems not well cut. I don't know why this started to appear now. I haven't noticed that. It should be cut by the boolean, so some problem there. Oh, it's because of the shape key. Okay, so the shape key, this means that the shape key comes after. Okay, this proves one thing. The shape key comes after the geometry nodes. Oh, what? If this is kind of crazy. No, that won't apply geometry nodes as shape key. Can't even do that. Yeah, no, can't. It wouldn't be important for this case, but then let's try something crazy here. I don't know if that will generate some conflict. So I cannot have this shape key on some vertices to. I need them to be on the basis where the cut will happen. So it's like this will complicate something on my rig, but that's actually just, yeah, like these vertices, let's bring them back to. So I think that will be the I have to remake this part, I guess. Blend from shapes. I don't remember what is the blend from shapes. still they are doing this. Propagate to shapes, not working. Okay, now that worked. Okay, reset those. Then we have this interference. Let's just move this here. And here I'm not sure. I don't want to touch these ones. Anyways, then lock this. I need what was I doing? Oh, the shrink wrap thing, right? This probably something crazy is happening there. Some attributes, I guess. Ah, there's this mesh deform, maybe. Okay, let's try this one. Only the group from the on surface. So if it slide every that could help, but it's not like it's not working already, doing something like that. Yeah, so it's all this blending thing that does this generate a dependency cycle. Yes, that seems to be. Okay, I'm gonna close here. Let's reopen. Blender needs to close in order to verify if there are geometry. Okay, what is never heard about mask eyelashes. There is some order interference between this and the mask. Alright, this is disabled, so shouldn't be the case. Okay, save. Let's try. Still going on. Maybe I forgot some. Which object is this? Body Aisha mouth lips. Body Aisha mouth lips. Body Aisha. Okay. It talks about the shrink wrap, but there is. I've deleted that. Oh, maybe. Which shrink wrap is this? this could be a problem. Okay, I'm going to delete this for real, then lag. And crash, most likely. Okay, so today was not a very lucky day. I need to revise, but we're very close to having this thing done. I just don't remember having so much difficulty with this thing. First time I tried, yes, I suffered a little, but it worked much better. I also haven't tried to... Yeah, my graphic card, I think, is going crazy. So, folks, I think today would be that. Tomorrow I'll be back with this. I'll study a little more, make a little tests, and get this armature ready for at least this melt rigging, so that we'll be able to test the deforms and the shape of the lips. Also, I need to find a solution for this. So thanks for watching. Sorry for the annoying parts. This was not super good stream or very useful. But if that works in the end, it should work. I am confident. But maybe it will have some caveats besides the learning process. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care. Happy blending. See ya next time, maybe tomorrow. Central I'll be back. See ya, folks.